Hey there. Hi. Happy Thursday. How you doing? I just got off a client call and it was amazing. It was amazing. I've been thinking lately, I've been kind of like dry. Dry in the idea division as far as what do I want to talk about? What's interesting? What do you want to hear? What could I possibly say to you that you don't already know? You see? You see what happens there? When I'm too much in my head, then I don't do any posts. When I'm in my head, I don't do any posts because I talk myself out of it. Where are you doing that? Where are you doing that in your life? Are you doing that anywhere where you maybe want to show up and you're like, you know what? I don't have anything new to say. I don't have anything new to tell anybody. There's nothing new in the news. You know what? There is. There's always something new. There's always something good to talk about. Yeah. And I wanted to share a little story with you. The person that I just spoke with, it's her fault that I'm a coach. So I'm going to tell a little story going back in time. And this friend of mine came to Sweden to visit me. And at the time, I was working in a school. And I was working in human resources and administration and doing this work that was it was very stressful for me because I don't have children, and it was a lot of noise, a lot of things coming at me. I felt completely and totally out of control constantly. And that's not a good thing for me. I don't do my best. I'm not at my highest and best when I feel that way. And I can't see the forest through the trees because I need to have quiet and I need to have calm in order to kind of think straight. Okay. I mean, you may not be the same way, but this is how I am. Okay. So she came to America she came from America to visit us, and she gets there and we're sitting there having breakfast the next day after she arrives. And she said, "You know what, Asa? You know what I think you need to do?" And I said, "I have no idea." And she said, "I think that you need to be a life coach. You need to figure out how to be a life coach." And that wasn't the first time I'd heard the word life coach. I've never been to a life coach. I had never been at that point. I'd never known a life coach. But I had some friends a long, long, long time ago, before I even met this person, talk about becoming coaches one day. And, it was kind of one of those things like, oh, that sounds cool. And then, you never thought about it. So back to her in my conversation, we're having coffee and she says to me, "No, really, Asa, I really think that you need to do this. And the reason I think that you need to do this is because you have the skills to be able to do something like that." And I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, but you know, I've done a lot of different types of jobs in my life. And when somebody says or identifies some strength or skill of mine and says, "Hey, listen, you might be really good at this," then it's kind of like, "Oh, that's kind of a good idea." It's probably not the best way to start a business, and to decide to leave your company and to, start out on your own, having somebody else tell you, "This is what I think that you should do." But that is exactly what I did. So, I mean, it didn't happen right away, of course. I mean, I started making a game plan, thinking like more and more and more, like, would that even be possible? I mean, what does that even look like? What does that mean? What does a life coach do? I have to start my own business. I have to leave the safety and security of this school, this job that, even though I don't really feel that great, I love my coworkers. I love my bosses. I mean, people are fantastic. I mean, I love the camaraderie between the staffers. And I mean, it wasn't that I didn't like the kids. I loved the kids. It was just, it was so much. It was so much noise and so many movements at the same time. And um, and so I started a game plan and I started doing research, and I thought, I can do this. I can do this. My favorite part of my job that I currently do in human resources is having conversations with employees about their needs. And that was my favorite part of being a sales manager and being a product manager and being any kind of a manager of other human beings. Was I loved having the conversation with the humans. Who are you? Tell me what your needs are. Tell me what you want. And if you're not happy, what do you want to do about it? right? I mean, that was like the best part of my day and the best part of my work and my career, even when I worked in banking for 10 years. I loved that the most, those types of deep conversations. And so, like, it makes perfect sense. I can completely do this. So I started making a game plan and I backed into knowing at the age of 50, at the age of 50, I'm going to leave this job and I'm going to start my own business and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. And see, I'm one of those people that when I make a decision, you better freaking stand back. You're either in or you are out. Okay, girl? You're with me or you're not with me. There I am. So, and if you're trying to like poo-poo my ideas, no, you can step aside. You can step aside because I've got the vision. Now I've got the vision. And I got the vision of I'm going to be a life coach. So I made a plan. I made a game plan and I started working 2 years. I planned 2 years. I planned before I took the leap. And it wasn't a leap of faith because it wasn't a leap of faith. It was a leap of, hello, I have thought it all out. I thought, I thought, well, this is how it's going to be. This is what I'm going to do. And of course, none of it turned out that way, right? Yes, I did start my own business and I did become a life coach. I did get educated. I started my own website. I started, blah, 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 blah. I did all that stuff. But golly, 4.5 years later, I mean, can I tell you how many transitions and transformations? And I have been all over the place. I have been a business coach. I've been a money coach. I've been a mindset coach. I've been a business and money mindset coach. I have been, I've been a consultant. I've been a speaker. I have done so many things in 4.5 years to try to figure out who I am. What's the best way to do this? What should I be doing? How should I do this right? You know what? I'm going to watch everybody else and what they're doing, how they're doing it, and then I'm going to follow the formula. Honey, the formula does not work for me. It doesn't work for me. And I have been trying to figure out, like, what am I doing wrong? Why? It doesn't feel like it's connecting. Like, I don't feel like, what is it? Like the whole thing about running a business. Yeah, I mean, I can do it. Of course, I am doing it. But what I love is the coaching. What I love is the moment, the conversation, the deep, deep, soulful conversation and the transformation that my client gets working together. That's what it's all about. And, following this formula of now I'm going to do this and I'm going to have a workbook and I'm going to have lives every day and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that like everybody else does. And I'm positive if I did that, yep, I'm sure I could get 50, 100 clients, whatever. That is not my goal. That is not my wish. That is not it. That isn't it. And I've been kicking myself for so long thinking, why aren't I just like everybody else? Why can't I just do this like everybody else? Because the program works. The formula works. Because look, it works. There's millions of people. There's millions of coaches making millions of dollars. And I'm like, but I don't want to make $1 million. I don't care about making $1 million. If I make $1 million, that's cool. But if I don't make $1 million, I don't care. What I do care about is who am I working with? What's the soul behind the person that I'm looking at and feeling with my entire body what they're going through, what they're doing, what they want to accomplish. That, to me, is what it's all about. And so I come to realize that maybe I'm not like everybody else, and maybe I don't do my business like everybody else, and maybe I don't show up like everybody else, and maybe I'm not going to do a live every day, and I'm not going to do a infomercial, and I'm not going to do any of it. I'm not. And I'm never gonna. And the reason I'm never gonna is because I don't want to. It's just not me. So today, what I want you to understand, if you are thinking about starting your own business or you do have your own business and you're thinking, gosh, how's that person doing it? How's that person doing it? How's that person doing it? Take all of it in. You can take it in and then let it slide off you and then check in to your third eye. Check into your heart. Check into the heart center. Check in with yourself. And what do you want? What do you want to do? How do you want to take this information and how do you want to use it for the highest and best? Where your heart goes, bam! Woo! Yeah! And where is it going to be that feeling? So a client, potential client, the energy, the soul that you are going to be working with and making a difference with, how are they going to feel you? Are they going to feel you? Or are you sitting here going with here's my script. This is my PowerPoint presentation. And this is what you're going to get. Oh God. You know what? That's cool. There's a buyer for everybody. Yeah. There's business for everyone and there's plenty for everyone. It's just never going to be me. And I got to accept that's not me. And then I'm also going to attract the people that want to work with somebody who doesn't sit with the PowerPoint presentations, because I don't care about PowerPoint. I don't read paper. I read you. I'm watching you. Who are you? I'm buying from you as a human being. I'm buying from you as a soulful spirit. Who are you? Tell me, what can you do with me? How can we work together? How can I help you? How can I transform your life? That's the conversation. That's why I decided to be a life coach. That's why I still love my friend for telling me, Asa, I think you'd be a great life coach. Because I still remember, even after all these different things that I have tried and I have pulled and I've been tugging. I'll try this. And you know what? I might do something new tomorrow. I don't care. And you know what? That's up to me. If I continue to change the identity of my business because I'm growing into my business and I'm changing with my business, because my business is a piece of my life. It is not my life. My business is a little snip. My life is this. My life is everything. My life is my family, my friends, my health, my healthy eating, my cat, my travel, the people that I love. I mean, experiences. That's my life. And my work is an experience that I create. And I love it. I love creating that magical moments. I love it. Do you have magical moments like this? Do you create magic like this in your life where you feel so alive that time stands still? And your client says, woo, mic drop. Damn, that was good. Yes, I heard you. I felt you. I'm going to be able to do this now in my life because I can see it. Yes, that's why I do it. Why do you do it? Why do you do what you do? And man, I hope you got that kind of fire in you, girl, because if you do not and you want that fire, I'm your girl. I'm your girl. But I'm not going to be sending you any kind of spreadsheets. Ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. No. And you don't have to either. There's a way for all of us to do our business in an authentic way that feels really freaking fantastic. Really fantastic. And you know what? Take your time figuring it out, because you know what? It's about you. And that's what people are buying. They're buying you. So I hope you're loving it. I hope you're loving it, because I love you and I want you to be happy, and I'm going to be happy. I am happy. I'm always happy. I create that. You create that. Let's create some magic together if you want to. Take care of yourself. You're on my heart. Bye-bye.